Whew. Hopefully, if you're watching this, my very obvious fear of being up here will be a beacon of hope in the eyes of those people that have fears like heights or whatever it is that makes you uncomfortable. And seeing me do this proves that you can get over them, or at least work with them and just accept them and kind of move through them. We all have stuff. These are not straight. Okay, finally it's time for the roof rafters. Whew. So the rafters will sit across this back bit here and run diagonally down to the lower front wall there. So I'll need to not only cut them to length, but also cut the ends to an angle and then cut the bird's mouth cuts so they sit slightly further down on this top plate, which will make more sense when I actually do it. But for now, I think the ladder is actually in the way. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's the roof rafter getting involved. So these are heavy. Incredibly heavy. They're slightly thicker. Is thicker the right word? They're not thicker. They're the same thickness. They're slightly deeper. Yeah, that makes more sense. So my wall thickness is 120 millimeters and my roof rafter thickness is around 145-ish millimeters. So these are slightly chunkier than my walls, just so the roof is nice and solid, because obviously we get quite a lot of snow here in Iceland, so the roof needs to be able to take a hell of a lot of weight to not collapse on us whilst we sleep, which would be lovely. Oh, that's so heavy. I'm also very conscious of knocking my ladder over with this enormous roof rafter. Okay, there we go. Oh, so there's a few factors that make this a little bit tricky. One, the wind. Two, I'm on my own. Three, I don't know what I'm doing. But that never stops me. Okay, so that's over there. Okay, things are looking roof-like just by putting that on. I want to get it to the edge without dropping it off the edge. That would be great. Okie dokie. It's pretty warped, I'm not going to lie, but I don't think that's going to be an issue once I get it on there. Once the blocks go in between each one, that will sort it out. This wind is definitely going to make this tricky because I only have one pair of hands and I need those for holding my my square and my pencil to mark out the lines. Let's see how this goes. I wasn't going to have an overhang over the front, but actually now I've put that on, I kind of like it. So maybe, no wait, I was going to have an overhang over the front. It was over the back. I didn't want. Is there any point in having it at the back? I kind of think not, because I'm going to build like a lean-to at the back anyway. So I don't think it's necessary. Okay. It's probably really dumb to do this on the edge, actually. I could have just done it further back, but so we're cutting bird's mouth cuts into these rafters. So we've got two cuts. You've got your seat cut, which is the long cut, and then your heel cut, which is typically the shorter cut there. So this one sits on the top plate, and that one is basically your hook to hang over the edge, and then it gets fixed in place. So we've got one this end, and then a second one this end, which sits on the back of the house there. So I've cut this end quite short. When I show you the top of the house, you'll see that that doesn't overhang the edge of the house, and there's a good reason for that. So once these are up, I'm going to put an end plate on there, or I think it's called a ridge board onto the end, which again stops these kind of moving to the left and the right. It keeps them all joined together, and again just completes that rib cage of the house. So now these are cut. I've already got a couple up there. I can show you what they're going to look like when they go up. So you can see got the end rafter on. This bird's mouth cut sits on top of that plate there. Same at the other end, just on the outside end. This wasn't the best cut in the world, but it'll do. Once it's all fixed in place, once they're all joined together, it'll do its job just fine. So my plan is to put this end plate here just as a little extra something just to hold it in place. Don't you want the light? I could have sworn I bought smaller nails. Just lining this beam up with my wall stud, again just completing that rib cage. Okay, I was looking to find some rafter plates to sit here, little diamond plates, but they don't seem to sell them anywhere in Iceland for some reason, so I'm going to have to come up with some other solution. Don't know what that is just yet. Yeah, I've cut this one a bit short as well. I think the template that I'm going off of isn't quite right, so I'm going to adjust the next ones. Hopefully that won't mess me up too much down the road. Famous last words. Okay, onwards.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, God. That wasn't smart at all. Okay, toenailing. Definitely the way to go. Instantly just shored that right up. Anybody know why it's called a toenail? Jeez. Whew. Wind just makes everything harder. Oh, works every time. Well done, me. Whew. Whoa. Yep. Yep, these are a different size. I've got one hand on my roof beam and the other's trying to find a screw. Wrong one. Ah, that's broken into the pile. Okay, you just need to. You can't probably see it, but you can definitely hear on the microphone just how mad that wind is. Okay, I can relax now. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What am I going to have for lunch? That's the most important question. Why is my battery dying? That's another one. Solid. Solid as a rock. Whew. Getting pretty slick at doing that now. Okay, this is the final roof beam. Okay. How did I do this before? So I found one last bracket. So I'm going to use it here. And I'll have to go and get some more at some point. Okay, at least it wasn't the bracket this time. There we go. Not just a hat rack. Oh, across the gutter. That's my favourite bird. Typically, I'm trying to screw things in that need to be fixed and solid and not move around, and nail things in that need to kind of flex a little bit. At least that's my logic behind it anyway. Not that we really want anything to flex, but I guess when I'm thinking about the wind here, we kind of want the house to have a little bit of a elasticity to it, I guess is the right word for it, and not just be this solid object. I don't know what I'm saying, but it makes sense in my head. And that's where it should have stayed. Right, to the other end. Ooh. Ooh. This is another reason why I like to use hammer and nails. Whew. Oh, it's a much better position to do this one. stay. Ouch. Wonderful. So my life currently consists of either being at work, being here building, or going to the hardware store to buy building materials. Oh, I've put this in the worst place. Oh, it doesn't matter for now. It's temporary. It's temporary. That'll do for now. It's not going anywhere. Temporary. A temporary fix will do. And that's it. That's the roof beams done. Probably shouldn't lean on that one too much though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 roof beams, all done. Almost. A couple of extra brackets and things to buy and fit, but they're all up, they're all in place, they're not going to blow down in the wind, which is great. I just want to stand up here now and admire my work and hope that it's all level. I guess we'll find out soon. Can we be 17?